Hey there, welcome back. In this module, we are going to go over the foundations. We're laying the foundations for your business. In the previous module, we went over the principles and what you should be expecting to use. But in this module, we are going to go into the foundations to lay the groundwork for your successful online business. All right. All right, and in starting off with your foundations, what we're going to do first is picking a multi-six-figure niche, right? And the best way to pick a niche is to start off with what you're passionate about, what your expertise is in, and what you have skills in. So what I want you to do right now is list them below. Take out your pen and paper or your journal, and I want you to list out everything that you are passionate about, what you have skills in, and what your expertise is in. So list it all out. Take a moment here and list them out. Now, what I want you to do is now pick the top 5 and organize them in order of what excites you and have experience in. So list them out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to remove the camera here so that you can see. All right, cool. So now you can see that you have to list out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why we're doing this is because in the online space, the coaching space, the service providing space, there are 3 universal markets: health, wealth, and relationships. And out of these 3 industries, what would you say, what market does your top 5 fall into? So based out of everything that you listed out, what market does your top 5 fall into? And then based on what you have wrote down so far, write down which market you are going to focus on, whether it's health, wealth, or relationships. So of your top 5, I want you to write down right next to it what market it belongs to, and then this will show you what market you're going to focus on. Which leads us to your ideal client avatar. When it comes down to it, your client avatar is basically you just 2 to 3 years ago. And your story becomes your message. And your solution, the end result, is what you did when you were in pain and looking for solutions. Okay? So I want you to fill out the ideal client avatar worksheet. This is something that we did together, or your coach did with you on the onboarding call. And in this module, in this lesson here, we are going to write out your story. So I want you to pause this video and write out your story here. So I'm going to time this so that we can do it together. I'm going to do a 2-minute timer. Let's get started. All right, it has now been 2 minutes. If you are still writing your story, take the time to finish writing your story because your story becomes your message in attracting your ideal client avatar. So even if you finish this module, what I want you to do is before continuing on to the next module is to finish writing your story. And here are some pro tips. Being specific in your story, is an act of bravery, and I want to celebrate you for doing that. Go you! Because not everyone is open to opening themselves up on a piece of paper and sharing their story. But in being specific in your story is the first step to being accountable. And it allows you to see who you're going to help and what your promise is going to be for them during the transformation, right? So who are the specific individuals that you can start helping within your market? And here's an example. It could be couples, busy CEOs, single mothers. And your story is the first step in allowing you to visually see who you are going to help. So I want you to finish writing your story, and I'll see you in the next video.